You're listening to the Sans Pants Network.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Plumbing the Death Star, bitch. I'm Joel.
I'm Jackson.
I'm also Joel.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, it's a comedy pop culture podcast. We say rude things, like I just said before.
Yeah.
But we also answer important questions. And this important question has been sent in by a listener through the Sandspans Radio Discord. So shout out to JoshAus, as in Australia. For this question, where they proposed to us, how would you die as Uncle Ben?
Funny question. Funny question.
So, and then we read this, we go, haha, funny question. Thank you, Josh.
Yes.
Obviously, Uncle Ben's death is important to Spider-Man because it teaches him a lesson.
We were like, how would you die as Uncle Ben to impart a lesson?
Exactly.
And you're the Mr. Comic man.
Yes.
Just double checking.
Yes.
It's almost always,
great power.
No, I know that's the message.
Yeah.
Uncle Ben's death is shot by gun.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a random attack by the guy that Spider-Man could have stopped. Other times it's a carjacking that Spider-Man could have stopped, right?
It's usually, I'm trying to think now, it's like, it's the guy that Spider-Man could have stopped at the wrestling ring.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's either...
Is Spider-Man always a wrestler in the comics? I assumed that Raimi just put that in
me
there.
too.
Ultimate Spider-Man, he's a wrestler. I'm pretty sure in the original ones, but now I'm like, ooh, now I don't know. I'm pretty sure, but like, I think that's his go-to of like, well, I got some powers, what do I do?
Well,
I got
time to wrestle, baby. Time to wrestle.
makes sense.
It's always, it's basically shot, either the carjacking gone wrong or something's gone wrong, but it always seems to be by like,
Someone
Spider-Man
could have
met
stopped.
Could have stopped.
Okay.
Well, it makes sense. And Spider-Man being selfish in his actions results in...
Yeah, and then he's like, I gotta fucking pick up my game. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think so. The lesson that Peter learns is with great power comes
Great responsibility. Great lesson.
I don't know if I'm going to be always with great power because that's very on the nose, Uncle Ben. Like that's like
it's a
he's
lot.
Spider-Man. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
So I think though a good lesson to impart would be just general responsibility.
Just like be responsible.
Just be responsible and like pay attention to your surroundings.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Peter is like 16. At this point.
He is a teen.
He's a teen. And at 16, you're probably learning how to drive.
Okay.
So I want to try to orchestrate it in a way where I'm teaching Peter Parker, my beautiful nephew, how to, drive and like, parking all that. And if we say parking, like say a 1 hour parking spot, and then he doesn't pay attention to the time, and then we get a ticket.
Yeah.
As we get into the car, I'm in the passenger seat.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, you got a ticket there. And then I'm going to get out, go grab the ticket, and then maybe I slip on something on the road or like a bicycle comes out and spooks me. And I'm like, and I fall back and hit by a truck.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And then as I'm getting hit, I'm like, oh, Peter, you need to be careful about time management. I guess my lesson was time management.
Yeah.
And also...
Wasn't necessarily responsibility.
You've also... So time management, but also you have removed that it's something Peter could have stopped.
Well, he parked there and didn't pay attention to the time.
If Uncle Ben wasn't getting out to check the meter...
No. Sorry. I think I maybe missed. So we've already parked.
Okay.
And then we've gone away.
And then you come back.
And then it's like, I'm like, well, Peter, we have an hour.
You're getting out to get the ticket.
But before we, leave, we had to be like, Peter, remember this parking is like, it's only an hour. So we have to like do something. And maybe we go to the arcade. He plays like, Pac-Man for too long.
That's so funny that if you know you're going to die,
time.
you're like looking at your watch. It takes over from like 59
Well, I don't know I'm going to die. Uncle Ben doesn't know he's going to die. This is just a scenario I've had to think upon.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
So-
This is a series of accidents that I'm trying to orchestrate backwards.
It would have to be...
Okay.
Peter! Hey, it's me, Uncle Ben!
It's your Uncle Ben. Peter.
Peter!
You got to pay attention. He's doing the Trump hand. Peter! You got to pay attention.
Yeah.
Great
Peter!
nephew, one of the best.
Peter, my watch, it's broken. Not American made. What voice is this?
Uncle Trump. Peter's Uncle Trump.
Peter, my beautiful watch.
My beautiful watch.
watch is broken.
Not American made.
broken, can't be trusted.
Weak watch.
Weak, untrusted, traitorous watch.
Can't pay attention to the time. 1 hour parking, Pete. You mess it up, they'll come for you. They're gonna arrest me.
I don't know if you're like, it feels like it's like a Brooklyn accent, but wrong.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I would say it's sewer voice. Like the voice of a guy who lives in the sewer.
Hey,
I like the sewer. The sewer's nice. People talk a lot of shit about the sewer. I think it's great.
bullshit. Can't deny that. It's almost George.
It is. The sewer's good, Jerry.
Yeah, it's just like, I think it's a sewer man. Maybe like someone like he's a blue collar worker. I know
It's
that
Uncle
much.
Ben's canonical voice.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I'm just trying
Great
to wonder.
power,
yeah.
Pete.
Great power comes,
Great responsibility, hand in hand.
If only I had an American
getting
upset.
So I guess Uncle Ben would have to signpost by being like, "This is your responsibility."
Yeah.
My
And
watch is
there's
out.
nothing
You
I
need to
can
pay attention.
do.
Exactly. So, we're maybe driving and it's like, oh, I've got to find a park. And then Pete's like, oh, there's a 1 hour park there. And I could be like, that means we have to be an hour.
My watch is
Sorry.
broken, Peter.
Well, that means, Peter, my watch is broken.
Broken watch. No
So
good.
come on. I bought this watch from a guy. Shouldn't have trusted.
Shouldn't have trusted him. There's a lot of bad
That's
people
the
in the city.
That's the problem with me. I'm too trusting.
Too trusting, Pete.
Lock her up.
So, it's on you. It's on you.
Check the emails.
Yeah, it's
Okay, Uncle Trump.
Okay, all right, sure. Okay.
Okay, and then you return.
Yep.
And Pete's left it too long.
And
It's an
yeah.
hour 20.
It's an hour 20. I'm like, sorry, Pete. See what happened?
This
We
is
got a
what
ticket.
happens, yeah.
And then maybe it's just because I need to be close to the road. Maybe it's I'm going to be driving home.
Okay,
that kind of
sure.
stuff. So maybe then it's like, as we're about to get in, we're like, there it is, see? And I go and I lean over and I, around the front, and I grab that and I'm like, see, Peter? And as I'm talking, this is why, you need to be paying. You need to be paying attention. As I step out into the road and get hit by a car. It's an ironic death.
I know. If I was Pete, I would be like, he wasn't.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he wasn't paying
I
attention.
guess I need to pay attention so I
need to
don't get
pay
hit by a
attention so I
truck.
get hit by a truck. I also wasn't paying attention to. Man, my uncle was an idiot. I mean, he's hopefully not thinking this as I, become a passada by a truck.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, he's like, I gotta pay attention to the time.
Yeah.
And I got to pay attention to when I step out on the road.
And this is also in Peter Parker. He's got spider powers.
Yeah, he's like,
so
God.
he's like looking at me. His brain's going, he's firing.
Yeah, of course
something's
he's not
happening.
Of course he's not paying attention to how long he's parked there because he's
Yeah.
thinking,
Oh,
I
no.
am a
Wait,
Spider-Man.
He's like, oh no,
he's-
something's happened. He can't. He's got the reflexes, but maybe
You've given him the fucking.
I have given him the tornado death.
You tornado death Ben, dude.
Accidentally tornadoed myself.
But wouldn't Peter be able to stop it?
I mean, he could try, but again, he's 16, so he's just gotten bitten by the spider, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's like, oh shit, I got like the little spidey sense, and usually it's spidey sense about danger for him.
Oh yeah,
And now if
that's
it's like,
right.
oh man, there's like the spider sense be like, there's danger coming, emotional.
Yeah. Get ready, you're about to be really sad.
It's real bad.
But it's also funny because like
I
Spider.
don't know if the spider sense could sense emotional damage.
Probably
'cause
not.
The spider sense isn't.
It's like a rock's getting thrown at your head.
yeah, but
Yeah,
it's very
it's
much
like-
premonitions.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true. That's
but
true.
it's like physical harm premonitions.
It's like, what's going to happen is your uncle is going to get hit by a car and his arm is going to come flying towards
Oh,
you.
wait.
Donk you in
You
the
need to-
head.
no, this actually. Sorry. Yeah, you were right. Emotional stuff is picked up by the spider sense. So many times you'll see Peter be like doing something and be like, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
True.
Because with the spikes coming out of his
Yeah,
head, 'cause somebody's
yeah.
speed, and he's holding his head like this.
Something's
he's
gone
going,
wrong. Something's going to happen.
Oh no, Pete's gone wrong.
It's like, you got to be responsible,
Ron,
boy. What's happened to my...
But it's funny as well. So you get the premonition, your uncle is about to get hit by a truck. But if you're in the passenger seat of a car,
How you
I
gonna
don't think you're
stop
going to be
that?
quick. You're not quick
I'm
enough.
imagining that we're like before we get in. So it's like we're across the bond.
Okay. And Peter
think.
gets a... But then if Peter gets that spidey sense,
Yeah.
something, he's going to be like, hey,
he's not
uncle.
having thwippies.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like either not, he's
Yeah.
non-organic, or like he's not having them around when we're going to the arcade. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
But
that's
then,
true.
if it's pre Uncle Ben getting... It depends how much time he has.
Yeah.
He's-
Because he could just be like, hey, you know what? I'll go grab the I'll go grab the ticket or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if he gets hit by a truck, it's no big deal.
Yes, true. But
Yeah.
you are imagining a more experienced Spider-Man who understands.
Yes, that's
what
true.
those,
Otherwise, he's just
warnings
like,
are.
I'm scared.
It's all on instinct.
yeah.
So he might, and maybe he does, oh shit, something's happening. Oh, my uncle, and he maybe slides across the bonnet
Yeah.
and grabs me, but he's too late.
Too late. She's got
Too late.
your face.
Or maybe he grabs me and he pulls me in,
Yeah.
but I get clipped so that I'm not instantly killed.
Yeah, and then
So
you get the chance to
then
impart
I
the
can-
lesson. Okay, now what are you saying?
You,
Uncle Ben!
Pete,
I
you
wasn't
gotta,
quick enough.
You gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention
That's so funny 'cause
to the little things.
What?
Little thing.
What?
Yeah, the little things, like the ticket. And
That's
the road.
not what I would take away. I mean, I know I'm not Peter Parker, but you said the little things. I'd be like, yeah, man, I do have to sup and smell the roses
Well,
every
yeah.
now and then.
I also think that
Sometimes
if
I need
you
to take a me day. Thank you, Uncle Ben.
I think if you die like that and you say you got to pay attention, I'm like,
He blames me. yeah.
Peter, why didn't you tell me, son of a bitch?
My
Peter,
wife-
you killed me. You've killed me. My wife's a widow now.
You
You did this. No.
Oh my God.
I think it'll be like,
You probably wouldn't say it.
I'm not ready. No, I
don't wanna go.
I don't want to go.
I don't wanna go.
Take my boy instead.
Oh,
my
fuck.
rotten boy! Send him to hell,
He's not
God!
even my son. I never wanted to be
I don't
alone.
love him. I don't love him. Take him, God. Take him, God.
Eternal damnation for
I'll trade
him.
everything. I'll give my life. I'll trade my boy. I'll take his life.
Oh God!
Take his life.
I see the light. I see the light. Oh, the flames are coming, Pete. I can see the flames of hell.
Pete, that's your dad. I can see your dad.
Your dad's in hell. Your dad and mom are rotting in hell, Pete.
I'm gonna rot with them.
It says I'm alive again. Yeah, there's a seat reserved here for you, but in worse hell.
Yeah.
And then going home that day and Aunt May being, at the funeral, like, did he have anything to say? And you're like, not really.
I think he said
What were his final words?
he loved you. He loved you, Aunt May.
Yeah.
That's his last words were, "Tell Aunt May I love her."
Portal for hell opens. That's not true.
That's not what I said.
You lying piece of shit! This is why you're going to hell! You're a liar!
My last words were, I don't want to go to hell and I'll sell my fake
Goddamn.
son's soul.
Jesus
Who I hate
Christ.
so much! He did this, May! He pushed me! He pushed me in front of the truck!
He'll kill you next.
This funeral sucks. I deserved better.
Aunt May turning to Peter, is this true?
Is this true, Pete? Did you push
No.
Ben? He's saying it, and he's come
He's
from
my
hell.
husband, Pete.
You think I'm gonna believe my lying nephew over my incredible husband,
Peter
who
Parker.
you killed?
What does that do to him?
No.
Hell confirmed.
Well, hell gets confirmed for him a bond.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
probably punches Mephisto in the
Yeah,
head or
that's a
whatever.
good
Oh, he
point.
keeps being like, "Sure, Mephisto, take my wife."
Yeah, that's
Save
Save
my
my aunt.
old as shit bag of bones on.
Exactly. Make people forget who I am, and I'll
Yeah.
give you my kid or
Yeah,
whatever.
whatever, Mephisto. Take it.
Yeah, I can't just simply grieve the loss of my old as shit.
no.
aunt.
She
You should-
got shot,
Yeah.
dude.
I know.
Man.
I know she
You
could-
shouldn't shoot a 9-year-old
No,
woman.
dude.
Well, if you're gonna
Just wait. Like, what are you doing?
just like
Yeah.
a strong enough breeze will do it.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Just-
a loud noise on the television. She's done.
Just put like a ½ inch extra on whatever step she has to climb up.
Hey, you remember that old TV ad that was like for carpets? Like it was like they yelled at you about the carpets.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that one?
Wait, which one?
Carpet.
It was like maybe carpet call or something.
Carpet call?
the experts in disguise? No, that can't be right.
Call, copper, call, the experts in the trade.
The trade!
Yeah, no, there was one where it
Disguise
was
is
like,
Transformers.
"Hey, look, we got these fucking carpets. They're fucking cheap as shit," and they like yelled at you through the
Yeah.
TV. I just wonder how many old people that killed. Because it's not zero, right? That was like scary to me. And,
Carpet.
Like Crazy John's,
yeah, it's like,
mobile
I'm Crazy
phones.
John, and I got crazy prices.
Yeah.
And he seemed really
Look at
angry.
this phone. I'm having a mental breakdown,
Yeah.
so you need to take advantage of me. I'll get this phone. It cost me $900. You can get it for $4, and I get to smack you in the mouth.
If I'm 90 years old, dude, that
Yeah.
is ending my life. Ah, why is the TV so mad?
Well, I mean, JB Hi-Fi's
Same thing.
that would just
Oh, yeah,
be like a
wasn't it?
logo, and then they just smash it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And it was always with a guy with that voice. It was like almost. It was if a goblin was screaming at you.
Yeah. It's kind of.
That was kind of one like that one.
Oh, we got amazing goblins coming in and get some amazing.
Yeah.
That's gonna kill
and
an old
you see
man.
some Black Sabbath in the background, like real, that'd be fine.
Yeah, oh man, terrifying. Okay, so what are you saying to Peter? You're dying there. Your legs have been clipped by the truck.
Again, like
guts trailing
just
down the
going big,
highway.
It's like you need to pay attention.
Yeah.
And you
It's
need
so
to
funny
pay
because it's like
attention.
such like a chastising. It's like it's not like a loss. It's like, hey man,
Well,
you got to pay attention.
I think if your last words are you need to pay attention, the lesson isn't going to be I need to pay attention to the little things. It's going to be Uncle Ben blames me for his death.
Well, because it could be you need to pay attention because if I was Pete in that situation, like, yeah, I guess because he was not paying attention to the road.
If you say, but I think you'd have to say, hey.
I think what's the best, because again, it's like you need to pay attention and take responsibility for your own mistakes.
Yeah.
I think, what if you just say, time is money, Pete?
You tap your watch. Time is money, Pete.
Yeah.
That makes me think he wants me to go do something now.
Whoa.
Pete, I should have bought a watch that was made in America.
American made.
This watch was American made.
Huh?
If only I had better time management. Time comes for us all.
If only I had better time management, at least we'll give him something concrete to work with.
If only I had better time management is like, oh, he
If
regrets.
only you had better time management.
Oh, okay, that's different.
You son of a bitch.
Again, it's a cute.
I'll kill you where you stand, you motherfucker.
Well, what's the actual context with Great Power? What is the lead up to?
Well, I think because he's always saying with great power comes
Yeah, it's like
great
a classic thing he
responsibility.
always says.
So it could be something like, see, Pete, you weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
And I grabbed the ticket, and then I get hit by
then
a
you
car.
get clipped, you just die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because he's not just like out of the blue. He's just like, I've been shot, Peter, with great power.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like
not that. He's been saying that
Yeah.
all the
He's just
time.
like, and remember, Pete.
And remember, Pete,
Yeah.
with great power comes
He's
great
like,
Well,
this-
actually, the quote is originally with great power must also come great responsibility
Well,
or
there you
something
go.
like
Okay.
that. But
Well,
then they
yeah.
shortened it because
great
I
power,
think
great
it's-
responsibility. Great power, great
responsibility.
Just saying.
I'm going to build a wall.
I'm gonna build a wall. I have the power, the responsibility.
They're gonna
the
pay
wall,
for
it's
it.
good.
Pete, I'm gonna build a wall. They're gonna pay for it.
So yeah, I think maybe it's like, remember, Pete, pay attention. You gotta pay attention. Hey, PC, Pete. Time management. You got to pay attention.
I think you said PCP
Hey,
there for a second.
PCP. Go get some PCP. Eat a
Angel
man's face.
dust.
Eat a man's face. Eat a man's face, Pete.
If Uncle Ben called me, which I don't know if this is what you said, but if he called me PC Pete, before
PC
Pete.
I'd be like, he's talking about another man. Like, he's talking about some guy he knew in his youth.
Ah,
called
classic
PC.
PC Pete. Boys
PC
are there.
Pete.
You taking that woke mind virus.
He's
PC
giving
Pete
me-
over here.
He's giving me like a Trumpian nickname as he dies.
I don't even know what he's saying.
See, Pete, this is why I can't say slurs anymore. It's all on
PC
you.
culture.
Maybe I don't tell anyone.
Yeah, if my uncle's dying wish is that I said more slurs.
What do you have to tell your uncle?
There's nothing wrong with saying it. They're just words.
It's funny that at time of recording, Trump is running for the presidential
Oh, yeah. We're a
election.
week out. When this comes out, oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what you gonna do, dude?
It's fun to either mock a loser or we're so sorry.
Yeah, whatever is gonna get us killed, police. Yeah.
Well, you muffed it.
Yeah.
Or you didn't.
Yeah,
either way.
exactly. Okay. Well,
Tim
Yeah.
Walls played Crazy Taxi though, so he
that's
has my vote.
sick, dude. Great game.
Yeah, his wife apparently had to be like, "It's me or the Dreamcast" when he was younger. So
That rocks, man. That's really
What do
cool.
you
he's addicted to. He chose wife,
Okay.
but he hasn't forgotten how to play Crazy Taxi.
That's great. Muscle memory.
Yeah, dude. Once you're in, you're never out.
Well, that's the beauty of Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
So I guess, it would be a build-up of, throughout, if Pete was, he had an assignment late.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention to deadlines. You got to pay attention to time. Always, constantly being can't beat tick-tock, tick-tock. And then, get hit by a car. And even though, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
I can be,
Well, I
if
think
Pete
it-
could be,
you know-
because Pete blames himself no matter what. He
Yeah.
shouldn't have blamed himself for his uncle's death no matter what happens.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Pete has no control over the universe.
No, of course.
But he would. So in this situation, he'd be looking at them like, "Oh yeah, no, I need to be on time. I need to
Yeah.
be paying attention.
I need to be
if
punctual."
if I hadn't have gone 20 minutes over
Yeah.
playing Crazy Taxi
Exactly.
and at time zone, I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. He wouldn't have got a ticket. He would have gone in the car.
Do you think
it would have been fine?
Do you think that would mean we would get a Peter Parker who's more likely to make Mary Jane's plays.
Yeah,
to
actually.
Yeah.
I think it would make him a better
You'd
boyfriend in a way.
He would become kind of like. Have you ever seen About a Boy?
Yes.
Hugh Grant's character at the very start, he starts talking about if you break the day down into like units of time.
Yes. Yeah.
You'd have a bit more that as a Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Almost like OCD Peter Parker.
Yeah, I think it would in a way wreck his life.
Well, it'd wreck his life in a unique and different way.
Yeah.
But also, you got to remember that a lot of the time when Peter Parker is being a bad boyfriend, he's saving lives.
Yeah, he's being a
Yeah,
good Spider-Man. Yeah.
So you are very much more of a conscious person of like how long things are taking.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
And where it
wears
has
a
to be.
big watch now.
Yeah. Also, if again it's like Mary Jane being like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Peter, come to your place," like, I cannot do that.
Yes, that's true.
Can't. I don't think Peter would make promises he couldn't keep.
And he probably isn't going to be as quippy too, because
Yeah.
it's wasting time.
Exactly.
If you hang up the crook, you got to get out of there. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
stick
yeah.
around to glory.
Maybe he just starts killing criminals because it's faster.
It's quicker. It's more
It's
efficient.
efficient. Yeah, he becomes obsessed with efficiency. Slits their
starts-
throats with a knife.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, it's
Or
like,
it's just
yeah.
web over their nose and mouth.
Yeah. That's
No,
fast.
Web into their mouth,
Yeah,
down their lungs.
Yeah, exactly. Insta kill.
Yeah, you grab Uncle Ben grab a ticket. See, Peter, you promised me you'd be here. You'd only do an hour.
Yeah.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
And now,
now,
he tells MJ, "Hey,
well, look, I
not
can't
gonna
come
be
to play.
there.
I'm so sorry. I
I'm
would
too
love
busy.
to.
I'll be out killing criminals.
I'll be killing.
I'm
the crooks.
ridding the city of crime, one criminal at a time."
Because that's efficient.
yeah.
Efficient. I got to do it.
MJ's like, "Sorry,
Or would he go against truck drivers?
I'm killing truck drivers.
Killing truckers.
I'm ridding the city of truck drivers, one truck driver at a time." MJ, as you know,
As
Yeah.
you know how I hate trucks and truck drivers.
yeah, of course, babe.
And obviously, I'm doing it as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Because time is money.
I put my web shooter up to their nose and give them a web lobotomy.
Yep.
As you know.
As you know, and then I kick the truck over.
Yeah.
As you know.
Of course, Pete. Let me go to my fucking plane.
Yeah. Hey, good luck. Enjoy. I'll let you know how many I kill. Fingers
Okay.
crossed, at least 10.
Go get him, Tiger. This is what I think I would do. Okay, so I got to be at like a shopping center,
Yeah.
like a mall,
Yeah.
Good
and
start.
Peter's got to be at the bottom of an escalator. And I say, "Man, you got to be careful in these things." And then I get caught in the escalator.
Oh, no, your shoelaces-
skinned alive.
Shoelaces undone, as they often are.
Yeah.
Get caught in. Oh no.
That's.
Feet first.
Feet first, and my skin and my guts and meat separate.
Yeah. Because your skin's so strong.
Yeah.
That when it gets caught in the little escalator thing there, it just doesn't instantly tear. It tears from the scalp down.
Exactly. And then I get sucked up under it, and I keep coming down. But
Yeah,
the last thing I
but
do is like, "Man, these things are dangerous.
Yeah.
You got to be careful
But you're
with these
like
things."
bloody muscle mass of a person is standing at the end of the thing as your skin suit keeps coming back and
Yeah.
forth as you
And
get,
I'm
as you
just-
get shorter and shorter.
And for a brief
Perfectly
period of
still.
time, I'm just alive meat.
Walking around shocked.
Oh my god!
Pete, this is the most painful experience in human existence.
You will never experience pain the way I'm experiencing it right now.
You ever know when your body, like every nerve is on fire?
That's what
what's happening. I can feel the wind, and
That's what I'm experiencing right now, Pete, my boy. Yeah. And I'm begging for death,
Yeah.
but it's not coming quick enough.
Pete, put me on my misery.
Pete, I
go
don't
on
want to
my
die.
skull.
The
Pete.
escalator is taking me 1 inch at a time, and I need you to kill me now. What would that do to him?
Pete, I can see my body.
Yeah, I
don't
can
want
watch
to.
as my body is churned up by the teeth of the escalator, and I know that the police and the ambulance aren't going to get here in time.
Spider-Man starts sneaking into hospitals and killing the sick.
Yeah, he becomes an angel of
And then
death.
angel of
Whoops.
Oopsie daisy.
I just wanted him to be careful on escalators.
Like,
I think that Spider-Man almost never
Grandma,
uses-
it's your last round of chemo. I
Yeah.
think you're in like I can't. Yeah, well, good luck. We'll pick you up in about an hour and on the process.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty after cancer free.
Exactly.
Bye,
It's
Grandma,
very exciting.
love you. In comes Pete. No.
I saw my
You're
uncle get
suffering,
churned
mother-
up.
You're suffering.
You're in the most pain anyone's ever
Yeah.
been in, like
Grabs
my
it,
uncle.
Like another keyboard bass, squeezes it real hard, it just shoots in very quickly.
It's funny to imagine that they're like, "Oh, see, Grandma, we're so excited for you. Well, see, I think you've got your visit with Spider-Man in about an hour. All right, well, we'll see you.
We'll
You
see
know the
soon.
Spider-Man console.
Yeah. Spider-Man comes in. "Hey, I'm Spider-Man. I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah. You're
cancer,
suffering.
eh?
Yeah.
That's no good.
Yeah,
Well,
you're-
now it's time to pop your head on the grape.
Yeah. Sorry. I saw my uncle get eaten by an escalator. So.
You don't need this in your
And
life.
he
Sorry,
suffered
kid.
for too long.
Yeah.
So I'm making sure there's no suffering in the world.
He suffered for way too long.
Yeah.
I'm down to like my chest.
Yeah.
Pete, for the love of God.
Just kick my head off.
Soon it's gonna be at foot height. Okay.
You can do
Kick
it.
my
You can
fucking
do
head
it.
off, dude. Kick my. Don't. Why have you let me suffer this long?
Why are you just
a
standing
crowd
there
has
watching?
gathered.
Kick my head off.
Anyone
Pete.
else?
Crowd has gathered.
Anybody ever wanted to take a human
Yeah.
life? Now's your fucking
Now's your chance.
chance.
I'm begging for death.
I'm begging, and very soon I won't even have arms to beg with. Okay, this is my last chance. To
Someone,
beg.
please just kick
Oh,
my head
there's
off
my
the
skin
body.
again.
It's just, no one's hit the emergency stop. The crowd has formed. I can see the paramedics. They can't come through. The crowd's at that.
What's wrong with this mall that they've not turned off the escalator?
Pete, you haven't said a word to me. You're just looking at me like a stunned mullet.
Okay.
Just say something, Pete.
I'm in
And I hope
immense
you're going to
pain.
say, don't worry, uncle, I'm going to kick your head. The words out of your mouth better be, I'm going to kick your head clean off.
I don't know if you're uncomfortable. It would be a kindness to me to kick my head like a football, Pete.
Pete, I'm shrinking an inch at a time.
It's
Come
taking
on, you
way
son
too
of a
long.
bitch.
The pain has never abated. I feel I'm as sore as I was when it first
In
happened.
fact, it seems to be getting
Good
worse.
Oh, God damn it. Damn, this American-made escalator. It's so bad. Won't stop for anything. God, it's so good.
And it's
so
just my
powerful.
head still alive, but like kind of getting knocked by the escalator as it moves.
Now I'm getting sick, Pete.
Okay, I'm in
dizzy,
immense pain and dizzy, okay? Fuck this mall, man. Turn off the escalator.
Escalator. I'm now thinking maybe the escalator's magic. Please stop the escalator. I got no heart. I got no lungs. But I can yell at you,
I
Pete.
might still be alive, okay? Don't stop the escalator. If this is how I gotta live, this is how I'll live.
I don't want to know. I've seen the light. There's a lot of flames there, Pete.
The hell is coming for me,
Don't
Pete.
send me there, Pete.
I want to go to the infernal flames of hell, and then I just live on the escalator as a head. Yeah.
So Uncle Ben doesn't die.
What would that do for Peter?
Yeah, every day
He just has to go visit.
He sits next to the escalator as the head gets rocked back and
How you
forth.
doing, Pete?
Yeah,
You're
getting good
Spider-Man.
break. Ah.
What the hell? Who's that?
What do you see? You got the powers of spider? I guess what crazy things have happened. I'm an escalator man. I can stop crime on this escalator. I guess if I wanted to. I guess I can't. I'm just here.
What I'm scared about, Pete, is that I exist as long as the mall exists. You know,
Well,
the
yeah.
escalator is just like a piece of
Yeah.
machinery. So, like, one day it'll break down and then I'll die.
I'm actually very, very scared of blackouts.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you got to make sure, Pete.
Anytime
Pete,
there's a
you got to make
storm,
sure that the electrical grid doesn't go off. If it goes off, I'm afraid I'm going to die,
Get a
Pete.
backup generator for the mall, all right? Get two.
Yeah. maybe not the one, just this escalator. If there's servicemen come over here to try and work on this, you stop them, Pete. You stop them.
Don't let them
They
kill me,
stopped them.
Pete.
I've
Have you
seen
spoken
them.
to your aunt about coming to visit?
Yeah. What's she doing? She hasn't moved on, has she?
Because I'm still alive. Nothing's changed
It
in
will be
my
cheating.
eyes.
It will be cheating
Dead
in
to
my
us part.
eyes.
As you can see, Pete, I'm not dead.
I'm very alive.
Very
my
alive.
skin's still moving up and down the escalator. Can you put my face back on?
I'm just a talking skull.
I've just become bones. Yeah. Well, yeah. What would that do to Peter Parker? Do we think?
I guess he would try to ensure that the escalator was constantly powered.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And he'd come visit, and I could give him advice.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, he'd probably dedicate his time to not fighting crime, but how to rebuild a human body.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, he's a smart boy. So maybe he, instead of becoming the Spider-Man,
Yeah.
he uses that intellect. Like now he's just also got the powers of a spider.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
just don't really do much. He just can be tough.
Well, and you know, maybe using his vast intellect, he transforms the escalator into a sort of new body for me.
Yeah, like an Iron Man.
And we become sort of a crime-fighting duo, uncle and nephew.
Yeah, uncle and nephew.
Uncle and nephew.
Yeah.
Look out!
It's escalator and boy.
Gee whiz, I hope Escalator and Boy aren't out tonight.
What are you talking about? Escalator and boy are a myth. Bow! Escalate!
Imagine a giant escalator as like the head with like a mech body underneath.
Okay, they've kept the escalator. They've
like,
not like
yeah.
transformed the
No,
escalator.
no,
It's just
no.
my head's just going up and down it.
It's this giant escalator, or like imagine like you know like an Evangelion kind of
Yeah,
like,
huge, man.
huge kind of
Look
like
out! Crime fight doers!
mechanical body.
crime fight to us.
I'm dizzy. Okay? And I'm just a skull, so cut me some slack, man.
Yeah, Pete with his little joystick controlling.
Yeah. I can't control it. I'm just a head getting knocked around by an
He
escalator.
thinks he's in control, but he's not. This
Pow!
is a piece. See, he's loving it.
And then I punch. Takes me about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody could get in the way of my fist. That'd be awesome.
Thanks, Pete. You're making me live my dreams.
I don't know what this is
I
anymore.
think he's also lost his mind.
Yeah.
Well, I got no brain, so cut me some fucking slack,
Yeah.
Pete, okay?
It's a miracle I'm still talking.
I'm just fucking bones, man.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
you
Shut
know-
the fuck up, actually, Pete. Leave me alone.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Shut
Did
the
I?
fuck up, Peter
Peter
Parker.
Parker?
It's like under my breath, because guess your hearing's perfect. It's fine.
Yeah. My hearing's better now.
I hear through the escalator now.
Yeah.
Okay? The escalator's become kind of my body. I feel I can sense through it, Pete.
Did that happen? I didn't.
Hey, Uncle Ben, can you stop doxing me?
What?
Peter
what,
Parker,
Peter
shut the
Parker
fuck up.
From whatever your address is.
Somewhere in Queens,
That's
bro.
your house. Your wife lives there.
She'll be
Yeah, she
fine.
has to come visit us.
She doesn't want to see me now that I'm ahead of an escalator. That's infidelity, I'll say
Yeah,
it.
it
dude.
is
I'm
infidelity.
going to get a divorce.
You should have.
Get a lawyer in
She's
here.
grieving. She hasn't moved on. She's just sad.
Yeah, well, she should have moved on because I'm still fucking
She
alive.
shouldn't be grieving the
You-
death of a man who's still
She
alive.
can come
You're
visit
a,
me.
you're
She
a
just-
skull. It's traumatic
just
to
doesn't-
see
she
you.
just
I'm
doesn't
gonna
wanna
hire a
come-
lawyer.
You're a skull with a tongue, I think.
Yeah, I can lick still. Yeah. I can still taste.
Taste
Did
the
you tell her
escalator.
that?
Yeah, tell her I can lick still, Pete. Go
I don't know
on.
what's okay. May, your husband wants me to tell you that he can still.
I miss him so much.
Yeah, I know.
Made him
he's-
crazy.
It has. He
has
wants
made
to
him
fight
crazy.
crime.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to pretend that he punches criminals.
Yeah,
now,
right.
Although he kept saying, I got to fight crime fighters. So I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's
But
happened to my
he
uncle.
wanted me to pass on the message
Yeah.
that he can still lick.
I hope God kills him.
He wanted that for a while. Look, May, I don't know if I believe in God anymore because what's happened
I
to
don't know
him
what's
fate
happened
worse
to
than-
I believe that
Listen,
heaven may in fact be run by Satan and hell by a worse Satan.
Yeah, I made the suit because I thought it might, get him around.
Yeah.
But all it did was make him crazy.
Where is he now?
Well, he's at the bottom of the street. Like he can't move without.
Yeah.
He needs this. Like he thinks
Yeah.
he's in control.
Having a good night. Just to a passerby. Walking your dog. Hey, come over here. I'll kill you.
I hate dogs.
He's so violent. Man.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's not even Ben anymore. I think it's something
That
else.
might
I
be a
think it's
demon that got in him. I don't know.
An escalator demon.
Yeah, maybe the escalator was already haunted.
Do escalators become haunted in time?
If people die on them, I suppose, Pete. Well, I think a lot of people probably have died on the escalator. Considering
I
it
think-
munched Uncle Ben.
Ben died.
Yeah. What about if I just got munched normal style?
I guess he might be coming to more like OH&S.
Yeah.
Like safety
Yeah.
and like,
Do you reckon he'd sue them all?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
You'd have
It would
to.
be crazy not to.
You'd
The
be
mall
a
would probably
fool.
get shut down, hey.
No, not necessarily.
But they might have to do it might be a class action suit. They'd have to do a payout to everybody that saw
Class-
me get munched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't necessarily mean because they would be insured.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Because insurance weirdly covers.
Yeah. Good
There'd have
point.
to be a
Legal
good
fees
public
and stuff.
liability. It would also be after, I guess, the people that manufactured the escalator, the people that service the escalator.
Yeah,
There could be
true.
records of like who serviced it because they did a bad job.
Yeah.
Were they sharpening the
Yeah.
Tines
And making
of
the
the-
gap
Yeah,
bigger.
yeah, just there with a big like metal file.
You gotta make it as razor sharp as possible so it eviscerates Uncle Ben.
Hey, what are you doing there?
I don't know, dude.
Sharpening the
Sharpening them
bottom
so
of
that
the
it eats the escalator
you
better
know,
or whatever, dude. I don't know.
the escalator demon wants me to
Yeah.
make it
the
sharp,
escalator whispers
so-
shit to me, dude. I don't know. I'm just doing
wants,
what it
wants
says.
to be sharp.
Yeah.
What do you want?
What about if I got to the point where I was just like a torso and Peter kicked my head off,
Yeah.
football style?
Well, that's the angel of death. That's the
Yeah,
angel of death.
yeah, that's the angel of
okay.
death. For,
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Well, I mean, you
Would
know,
it be because with the powers of Spider-Man, as you're getting caught, I mean, it's the instant de-skinning that's going to be the one that's going to be traumatic.
Yeah, it's really
he
gonna
can't do
change
anything
him.
for that.
No.
He might swing in and try and grab you,
don't do that. You're
But-
coming away with my skin.
but like as the skin comes away, he kind of tackles you to try and get you off.
Ow! Ow! Your touch is like 1,000 knives,
Yeah.
Peter.
Can you survive with
No
being
skin.
100% de-skinned? I think no.
They'd have to make you.
A bubble boy?
Yeah.
They got to get there quick.
Bubble Ben.
Bubble Ben.
It just feel maybe like if he just quickly webs you up.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
so you're stops the bleeding somehow.
If you're de-skinned,
Yeah.
I just think that's so much
it's a
trauma.
plot point of the incredibly upsetting film Martyrs.
Okay.
And in that movie, when they're fully de-skinned, they kind of exist in a plane between being alive and dead.
Okay.
Well, this is comic book bullshit.
Yeah.
And so I reckon if you're de-skinned and then Spidey Pete grabs you quick enough and you're screaming and he's going to be quick thinking, web you up.
Yeah.
So you have a fine layer of webbing to kind of compress you.
Yeah.
So that becomes your second skin.
Okay.
So now he has to constantly make
keep
sure
me
that,
webbed.
you're webbed before we get you into ICU. You have a good chance of living as Muscle Man, but like bad muscle, as in visible muscles, as in the muscles.
Look
are
out,
visible.
it's visible
like-
muscle man.
Exposed muscle man.
Yeah, exposed. He's not like muscle man, like he's got big bumpy mus. No, he's got no skin. We can see the red. It's bad. There's tendons I can look at. I don't
Visible
want to.
muscle man. When he punches you, it hurts him more.
It's like a wet fish.
Visible muscle man. Every moment's in agony.
Yeah.
Visible muscle man. He wants to die.
He wants you
I
to
guess
kill
you'd
him.
be in one of those like
I'd be in a full body cast.
full body
probably.
cast, like
Yeah.
a chamber almost.
Yeah.
Like
Bubble Ben.
Yeah, bubble Ben. Like with burn victims, how they have to be really just like really looked after.
Well, hopefully the escalator
is it something to
collected my
do
skin in such a way that they
where
could just
where
put
it's
it
like
back on.
like a chamber.
You'll end up
Where
looking
that-
like Leatherface.
Yeah.
Like a chamber that like with a certain like whatever it is to try and like keep it sterile so you're not in as much pain. Like
Like an iron lung kind of device.
I wonder if you get fully skinned though, if your nerve endings are just fucked.
well, they
Yeah.
are. Then eventually, hopefully, they die down. Hopefully, they
Yeah,
die.
yeah.
Hopefully, you become numb.
Yeah.
That's the best case
That's
scenario.
my dream, really, in this
Because
situation.
when you are cut,
Yeah,
it hurts in the cut part.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's nerve endings. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then when the wound is open, it's like you might get like an ache, but it's not as sharp of a pain as when you're getting cut.
yeah.
So if you got no skin,
Because a nerve, well, depends on what layer of
Yeah.
dermis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Down
get-
to the muscle. Yeah.
Like so hopefully in
Nerve
the
ending's
transi-
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully it's gonna really hurt.
Oh, actually, Pete, I feel fine.
yeah.
Shall we keep shopping?
I'm painless now,
Yeah,
Pete.
actually, Pete, I think
all
I've
like-
become really strong.
Yeah.
All your nerves just.
Yeah. I was in immense pain for about 1 millisecond, but now I feel
I
fantastic.
actually forget how it felt.
Yeah.
Trauma kicked in real easy. Anyway,
Real quick.
now I can't feel any pain, so nothing would re-trigger that trauma. So
Yeah.
I'm good. Flip, 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 flip.
I'm very wet, I will admit.
Yeah, I'm more blood and
Do you want
meat
me still try to get them jeans, Peter?
now. Yeah, I'm gonna need more clothes now.
Putting on jeans as well, like your blood just
Gone
sinks
down a
through
couple
it.
belt notches.
Hey.
That's pretty
I
good.
got rid of that skin weight.
Yeah. Well, fat's
All
above
this
the muscle,
visceral
isn't it?
fat-
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's I don't look good.
yeah.
No, you look way thinner. 'cause
Yeah,
all the-
yeah.
All that skin weight, God.
Yeah. And then, maybe he's got enough friends, Fantastic Four or something that could get me new skin, probably.
Crazy
Yeah.
that you're just held together by fascia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gross.
By some Levi jeans.
And then you get the kick-ass powers of, not really feeling pain.
Yeah.
You can still get hurt, but you can't feel it.
It's not too bad.
pretty bad.
What about if I said with great power comes great responsibility and then I got munched by the escalator?
I don't know how. What could I?
I don't think that would be a lesson because it's your catchphrase.
I'm just leaning against. I'm like, hey man, great power comes great responsibility.
How does that? How does that? How does it teach you that lesson?
Well, it doesn't. It's just, it would just sound like it's like if my last words were jacking off rocks.
Yeah. And then
Which
you
it
gotta
could be.
munched by an escalator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't connect the two.
Yeah.
And I would probably resent that cat phrase.
Yeah.
Like that catchphrase
Because it
when.
would bring you. It
And,
would
and,
remind you.
mate, it's like, what's the last thing you said? You're like, that fucking stupid thing you used to say.
In great power comes
great-
Then he just got ate by an escalator.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really seem like it was relevant, to be honest.
Well, everything's relevant in death, Pete.
fell. That was so scary, dude.
You got really scared. Yeah, you got really, really
Wow, May's taken the death of her husband really well.
She's smoking a cigarette, looking out a window. Everything's relevant in death.
Death
dude.
comes for us all, Pete. Why would I be mad?
I guess you're
Whatever.
right.
You know.
All right, so the lesson, and I think this is actually going to help Peter in a way that
Peter.
yeah, it was very Lois.
Yeah.
I got served that clip of when Peter eats out Lois's
Mother.
mom.
Yeah.
this morning. Yeah,
And the voice actor for Lois she goes ham on
Yeah.
that.
I haven't seen it.
And her distress.
the plot of the episode is that Lois is like, basically, why don't you eat me out anymore, Peter? And he's like, I don't like doing it, or like it's boring, or I'm not interested. So she gets him.
TV down there.
Yeah. Probably. It's probably a riff they do. But yeah, she gets him hypnotized so that
When he hears the evening news theme, entertainment news thing,
he goes crazy on her pussy. And then
That's good.
he imagines himself eating an ice cream.
Yeah. But then Lois's mom is unwell and Peter's bringing her like dinner.
Yeah.
And then she hears the evening news and Lois is like, "No, don't eat my mom." But Peter does.
Yeah, it's too late. But then he realizes and he's upset.
Yeah.
Well, as you would be.
Yes,
I don't know if
yeah.
there's much coming back from that.
Not
Yeah.
really.
Well, they're fine in the next episode.
Good.
they
Or
bounce
they're
back.
fine by the end of the episode. I don't know.
also
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, so well, it sort of ties in if you want to be gross. But basically, Peter Parker and Uncle Ben, they're going out for sushi.
Okay.
Okay.
Peter Parker is Spider-Man. He has to go. I'm imagining this sushi is for some reason in a mall.
Okay.
Just
Is it like a sushi train?
Sure.
Or is it like,
It doesn't
okay.
matter.
All right. I'm there.
Actually, no. Yeah, let's say sushi train.
I'll be,
Okay.
Pete, and you can be, I don't know, Norman, my good friend. No,
Okay.
not Norman, the other one. What's his son?
It doesn't work
Whatever.
if there's more than.
Okay,
No.
it's me and my imaginary friend Jackson.
No,
I've
no,
got
no,
a
no,
boy.
no, 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 no. It can
Okay.
only be.
Okay.
We're one
it's
guy.
It's just Peter and Ben. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
I'm a guy in the background of the shot looking at the escalator being like,
I can curse this. All right, I'll be Pete. All right, we'll sit down. I'm like, ooh, sashimi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, a bit of this.
This isn't really going to work because you don't know what I'm about to say.
All right, I'm there. I wish I knew how to use chopsticks. But
So basically, look, I'll explain the
fork.
situation, then you can role play
Okay.
it out. But basically, Pete gets called away to go biff, I don't know, a criminal.
Okay.
He's like, someone stole pants from a store. I'm going to go beat the shit out of him because I got new powers.
nice.
And he leaves Ben at the sushi train.
Okay.
And then when he comes back, Ben has tried to eat... he's trying to recreate the scene from Old Boy where he eats the live squid.
Okay.
But it's
Uncle
going
Ben's favorite film.
Yeah, Old Boy.
He loves that movie.
No, he's eating the squid
yeah.
raw. Everyone's panicking, trying to do the Heimlich maneuver as the squid. He's choking to death on the squid.
Okay.
And it comes back, and as he dies, he says, "Watch out! Beware the octopi, Pete!" And then Pete has the lesson he learns is to be wary of all octopus. So then when he gets a job later on with Octavius, and he's like, "I want to put new arms on and become an octopus man," he's like,
hang on a second. Flashbacks to Uncle Ben eating the octopus. Yeah.
So my problem here, or the problem here, is that Otto isn't like, I'm going to become an octopus man. His name is Octavius,
Yeah.
which is not octopus.
Doc Ock is his knock name.
Doc Ock is his knock name.
Octopus is Ock? No, because Ock outside of Spider-Man is not short for octopus.
No.
Kind of eight. I guess,
Yeah. So it would be the moment where J. Jonah Jameson is like, you know what, we'll call him Doc Ock, because he's like an octopus, and Peter...
We're like, oh, fuck, I should have seen this coming.
He's like an octopus. He's got the four arms
Fuck,
and then
I'm
the legs and the
stupid.
He would have
arms.
choked my uncle to death too.
Did he know?
Did he have prescient knowledge about this guy that I would work
Well,
for?
that's awesome
Yeah.
because then when Doc Ock, as we all know, falls in love with May, it feels like an attack. Like all of this was like his master plan.
If I was Peter, I would be like, are you the octopus? Come back.
Yeah.
Like the
Did you kill my uncle to fuck my aunt?
I do like the idea. Instead of Peter going away to fight crime, just that's at the sushi shop.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, Pete, my boy. Yeah, look, watch this. You're my old boy. Watch this. Ben, no.
Where are the octopus?
Beware of the octopus, because it's not like be careful what you. It really feels like a grave warning about something else.
Like in his last moments, he saw something.
Yeah.
His last
like-
moments, the spider sense just kind of like went so grand and big that it's kind of like as a wave washed over everyone that was there.
It's like dying and saying
like-
something like, "Beware the golden man!" And then we're like, what? What did he mean by that? Yeah. And then when you saw Doc Octopus, like, obviously Doc Ock is a threat, but if I'd had that strange warning, I would be like, he's something else.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
kill him.
Yeah.
I would be thinking that.
Yeah.
But Doc Ock is actually something else.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Because in a lot of versions of Spider-Man, Doc Ock kind of... I think we kind of shied away from Green Goblin being like his big guy, and
Yeah.
Doc Ock has become like his big...
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
because
so,
it's
yeah.
becomes a lot more of a father figure, especially in like some of the other
becomes a
media.
father figure, becomes him.
Yeah.
In Spider-Man Life Story, becomes Miles and tries to trick Peter.
Yeah.
Got him good.
I really like that.
Not really.
Got him bad.
I don't think he
Didn't get
kills
him.
Miles.
Didn't get him at
Didn't
all.
get him at all. That's
Maybe he
a
does
shame.
kill Miles.
I love that your Doc Ock, not Doc Ock, Doc Ock, your Uncle Ben's final words are him. It's like he's just like, don't get the octopus. basically.
yeah.
Like he imagines Pete's gonna keep eating at the
Yeah.
restaurant.
I know I know how much you love Older Boy.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you,
Don't
don't
do
do
it.
it. Don't do
It
it.
can go really wrong.
Really bad.
Well, I mean-
that act is very impressive. Yeah, wow. It's a lot harder than it looks. This octopus is choking me from
It's
the
awesome 'cause
inside.
it's like-
You sound fine.
No,
I'm not.
the octopus has my heart. I can feel it constricting around.
I don't think that is true.
The octopus reaching down.
Did he die
through
on
the
purpose?
throat,
Did he
crushing his
just...
heart.
Did he trick himself into thinking that was happening? Did he give himself a heart attack somehow?
Get to his heart.
That doesn't make sense. It's going to his stomach. How open was his guts?
Yeah, I guess in this situation, Peter's just like sad.
What
and
about if
maybe
he-
fears sushi.
What if you just went like a really direct route? Like you gave the instruction you wanted and then you just killed yourself.
No, because I think that you wouldn't believe that because you're like he was unwell.
Like you're standing by a cliff and you say, great power comes great responsibility. Whoop!
Hey Pete, you know, like you know mnemonic, like devices. So like you kind of like you think the first letter of it, whatever. You make a poem, so
Yeah.
you really remember.
Yeah, exactly.
I was reading something the other day where it was like when you experience something traumatic,
Yeah.
you really remember it.
It
So
sticks with
remember,
you.
Pete, with great power comes great responsibility.
That's even worse because Pete that is like, my uncle's a fucking idiot. And he did this to me on purpose.
He had the power to end his own life, and he decided it was his responsibility to do so.
To teach me the lesson. The same thing he's been saying is, I know, I'm not
know.
going to forget that, Dad.
Wow.
Oh, but Uncle Dad. No, Uncle Ben.
You got to remember that we've seen this, though.
Yeah.
Like, this
yeah.
is what
That's
happens in
true.
Man of Steel.
This is Man of Steel. We
Yeah.
just did the fucking
Yeah,
tornado
we're just
ending
tornadoing
again.
ourselves.
Fuck.
Shit.
Yeah.
Never let anyone know who you are.
Yeah. Ah!
Let those kids drown! This dog was more valuable than my life!
That's a good lesson.
Save dogs over me. Oh, and then become the dog saver.
Yeah.
You do have a dog drowning, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll save your dog. A
I'll save
person
your dog.
drowning? I don't know.
People kill dogs, so I don't care about them.
Yeah.
In fact, I loathe humanity.
I'm going to kill every human being and save every dog.
Yeah.
I'm Spider-Man.
Well, I think that...
Spider-Man with his heat vision, super strength, giant S stands for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly like a spider and kill you all like a spider.
Free all dogs. Dogs will reclaim the land.
Yeah. This is what
Dogs
my
will inherit the earth.
That's what my uncle taught me.
Well, Dad.
Dad.
I can't.
Oh, yes, that's true.
So my uncle told me, it's your father.
Yeah, my
Shut up, Mum.
my uncle Pa.
Yeah. It's all the same, dude.
Nice that we get
punkle.
in.
My
Yeah.
uncle.
Nice that we get like a really wrong injustice.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's not really about.
Do any of the outside of Superman? Do any of the people in Justice League have a dog?
Batman does.
Batman has a dog.
Something the Bat Hound, Ace the Bat Hound.
Well, Batman's getting killed by Superman.
Yeah.
Imagine
Or
Flash
Spider-Man.
for some reason having a dog.
A quick
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Scary.
Like,
dude.
imagine Flash having like a greyhound.
That's
Yeah,
bad.
and his
Yeah,
name would be
real
like
easy.
Quick the dog.
Yeah, and he's not catching it. That's the thing. That dog's just off in the Speed Force, messing with time.
Yeah.
A dog would not know what was happening if a dog was
Yeah,
given the
you
ability.
grab a ball, you throw it.
Yeah.
It's
Dog's going
run
back
to the
through-
future.
No, it's
Yeah.
run to the past.
Yeah, you go so fast you go
That's
backwards.
right. You throw a ball. He runs so fast. He comes from behind you with the ball in hand. You're like,
And the dog's the president now.
yeah. And a little younger.
President dog.
You're holding a ball. You look down. You got a paw.
Yeah.
You look back up. He's a man. You're a dog.
Oh no.
You
no.
look to another guy. The guy's like, "Don't blame me. I voted for for Vice President Fish."
Huh? Anyway, he's walking his plant.
Let's explore that joke. Let's explore that. Let's take a little moment.
Okay.
Don't blame me, I voted. So the man in the... Okay, I got a couple of layers I need to
I'm
peel
Flash. I've thrown my ball to my quick dog. He's gone through time, come backwards. I'm like, oh no. I look down. I'm a dog.
You're a dog, but
I
then
look
he's a
back
man
up,
and you
he's
are a
man,
dog.
I'm a dog. I look to a guy who's there. He says, don't blame me. I voted for President Fish.
Okay, so...
Or Vice President Fish, sorry.
And in your also the line that almost got lost there is you say, "And he's walking a plant."
And he's walking a plant.
I think it explains itself. I think.
Don't,
It's so funny.
don't blame me.
Someone walking a plant.
Don't blame me.
I
voted for Vice
President. Not the president. Vice President
Well, because
Fish.
clearly President. I mean, it's
Well, it's
President
President
Dog.
Dog.
So clearly,
So the
Fish
president
didn't
dog
win.
is like, no, we don't have presidential elections. You vote for, I'm the leader. You vote for whoever my vice president is.
Or is it a
And the fish
situation...
didn't get in.
Is it a situation where President Dog got voted in?
Yeah.
And President Dog then picked his opposition
as a vice president.
vice president. I also want to know, have I become a dog? And then was another guy who is a dog saying that they voted for president,
Yeah.
vice president?
Who's the
Fish?
guy? Is it a guy or is it a dog?
I think
or
it's
is
a
it...
talking dog.
And also,
Okay, so
what
it's
does
a-
he mean?
Yeah.
Because does he know that time just got changed?
Yeah,
And he believes that had President Fish been elected, things would be different.
Flash wouldn't be a dog now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somehow it was President Dog getting elected.
So Vice President Fish was the key.
Yeah, Vice President Fish would have changed this future.
Yeah,
People would be walking plants. Okay. I think I've peeled back the layers. I'm there.
Yeah, it's good.
But you can still talk even though you're a dog.
Yeah.
And your dog is now a man
Yeah.
with a dog president.
Which then raises the question of, is President Dog a man?
Or is he a dog?
Or
he a dog?
dog?
Because I'm a dog. I'm a dog in this scenario.
Did the human beings got turned into dogs vote for another dog because someone like, that's a man?
I don't know, man.
Huh.
Yeah,
well,
we could be here for hours. Why is he walking a plant? Because he's walking me as a dog because dogs still exist.
Well, no, because he's a dog walking a plant.
Yeah,
He's a dog
but
man.
isn't my dog a man walking me now?
Yes.
And there's just another guy walking a plant.
A dog walking a plant, yeah.
Yeah.
guess
Oh, a
it
dog
is-
walking a
yeah.
plant, but a man who was a dog?
I meant, no, so
So our dog, who is quick, he came back in time
as a man.
Yeah.
And which
And I
turned-
look down and I'm a dog. I look over, and there's another dog who's like, don't blame me. I voted for Vice President Fish. As that dog, who is can talk, is
Yeah.
now walking his plant.
I don't understand how you're not following this.
Yeah.
Oh, now
Things
I
went
get
so
it.
wrong in the past that we have pet plants that we walk because
we
they
ele-
have some sort of semblance of sapience.
Yeah, and we elected a dog.
We elected
Because the dog used to be man, I
Yeah,
guess.
and fish are also...
So in my brain, President Dog was my dog who went back in time, who was quick.
Right,
So
right.
that was an assumption I made. Now, is the president our
Or maybe
dog
yeah, you know
who is
what?
now a man, or is it a different dog that was a dog but is now a man?
You know what? No, I think you're right.
is the
I think
dog?
the president dog is a man and it's our dog.
Then
Okay,
who's
cool.
walking me?
The dog. But
Just
he's-
a dog. Or the president.
Yes.
I'm getting walked by the president, and this other guy is saying they wouldn't have voted for my dog.
Yeah, because
Well,
they could see you being walked by him.
Bold,
'Cause
dude.
they're
Now
like,
it makes sense because he's like, if I hadn't voted for your dog,
yeah, well,
if,
I
or
didn't
if you'd voted for President
fish, you wouldn't
Yeah.
be currently getting walked by a man dog.
Yeah, it actually makes sense.
Yeah, it's actually a layered joke.
yeah.
It's real easy to follow.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of depth to it. Interesting.
Well, on that note, I've been Joel.
I've been Jackson.
Also been Joel.
Strong endings make strong episodes.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah. You'll remember that, yeah.
Again, what was that? What did Wisdom of Aunt May? Wasn't it death comes for us all?
There's everything's relevant in death.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, everything's relevant in death.
Everything is.
She was
Aunt May,
smoking when she said it.
2024,
Yeah.
comma, cigarette.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you next year for hopefully more of this.
Bye.
Whoa! Happy New Year.